We begin tonight with the latest on a cruiser crash in Pawtucket that was first breaking overnight.
Only Eyewitness News cameras were on scene after a car slammed into a Pawtucket police SUV around 12:30 this morning. And
tonight, the officer who was in the cruiser is now out of the hospital, and the driver, who's not legally old enough to drive, is charged with drunk driving.
Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell joins us live from Pawtucket now with the Blackstone Valley Mobile Newsroom.
We just got this police report. It reveals Darvin Benitez, a 20-year-old, admitted to drinking and driving before crashing into a police SUV. A police SUV damaged, a police officer hurt in the crash. Only Eyewitness News was on the scene at Pleasant and Division Streets. Pawtucket police tell us a drunk driver smashed into the SUV early this morning. The driver, 20-year-old Darvin Benitez, was arrested and charged with DUI and reckless driving. According to a police report obtained by Eyewitness News, Benitez, who appeared to be confused, stated that his head struck the airbag. Police say at the scene of the crash, officers smelled alcohol and found a half-empty bottle in the car. Police also say Benitez failed a field sobriety test. The police report reveals Benitez told police he had 2 cans of beer and 1 cup of Bacardi. Benitez also told police he turned in front of the officer because he thought the police car was further than it actually was. According to the report, Officer Anthony Lucchetti was taken to Memorial Hospital where he was treated for ankle and knee injuries as well as a possible concussion. Police tell us per protocol, Officer Lucchetti has been relieved of duties pending follow-up medical exams. Benitez and 2 of his passengers were treated for minor injuries. A 3rd passenger was not hurt. Benitez was released on $2,000 personal recognizance. He's never been in trouble with the law before. Coming up new at 6, Mothers Against Drunk Driving weighs in on underage drinking and driving. In Pawtucket with the Blackstone Valley Mobile Newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.
We begin with new developments in a Pawtucket police cruiser crash. It's video you'll see only on Eyewitness News. Investigators say the driver of this car that struck an officer's vehicle was drunk at the time.
Fortunately, no one suffered serious injuries, but the driver is facing serious charges. New at 6 tonight, we're hearing from Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell joins us now live with the Mobile Newsroom.
The organization's executive director here in Rhode Island can't talk specifically about that crash, but he says all drunk driving accidents are sad and preventable. Only Eyewitness News was on the scene early this morning where an accused drunk driver crashed into a police SUV. The driver, 20-year-old Darvin Benitez, was arrested and charged with DUI and reckless driving.
Whenever you hear about a case of drinking and driving, it's disappointing, it's saddening, and it's highly preventable.
Eric Kramer is the state executive director of Mothers Against Drunk Driving. He couldn't speak about the Pawtucket case specifically, but we did talk with him about underage drinking and driving.
I think with all of the various alternatives you have out there, such as public transportation, taxi cabs, Uber, things of that nature, there's no reason to get behind the wheel anymore while you're impaired.
And though every case of drinking and driving is dangerous, Kramer says the trend is going in the right direction.
People under the age of 21 are drinking less and are doing less destructive behaviors in regards to alcohol. Actually, there's a 6% decrease in underage drinking use between 2002 and 2013.
Nationwide, about 300,000 people were injured in drunk driving crashes last year. Benitez was released on $2,000 personal recognizance. He, 2 of his passengers, and a police officer were all treated for minor injuries. Live in Pawtucket with the Blackstone Valley Mobile Newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.